Hi, thank you for visiting. This is the Soul Therapist, and you have just entered Soul Magic. I want to share with you a download that I got. People are hurting in this world because they have allowed evil influences and infiltration. Throughout this journey, I have found it is beauty in letting go of that which is not yours or no longer serves your highest good. It's beauty in it, and I've witnessed it with my own eyes. The beauty of finding inner strength and understanding that this thing that you are pursuing or trying to maintain or hold on to wasn't meant to last. It's beauty in knowing how to let that go. You cannot control people. They were not created for you to control. You yourself is a creation. You are not the creator. You cannot control people's lives through manipulation, lies, deceit, hurt, pain, tricks, vanity, and think that it's going to last. You should not want to remain in a situation, no matter how you think you love, because that's not love. That's not love language. Love don't love like that. Love by letting go. And in love and understanding why you are letting it go. You're letting it go because you love. And you want that person to be happy. It brings you joy to see that person happy. That's not love's language, to hold on and allow yourself to get into the rabbit hole so deep and so dark. You become so muddy, so so-called broken-hearted that it turns into anger. The anger leads to wickedness and all types of evils. That is not love. Now that is hate and indifference. You are indifferent to the other person's will. You want to direct it, redirect the will. You want to control the outcome of a situation that you actually have no control over. In the end, you will see that. You want to get in front line and dictate to the other how the other will treat you. Because y'all together, yet the other don't even want to be together. So what are you dictating? If it was created or established in love and anointed by the God energy, because he or she or they ordained it, you wouldn't have to go through all of that. It would be created in bliss. It would be so good and move so fast, your head would be spinning. That honeymoon phase won't end if it was meant to be a chosen union by the gods. There would be ups and downs, but not in the manner of some things that I have witnessed. Not in the way of so much total darkness that one can't see his or her way out, and it ends tragically in more ways than one. It would not manifest and continue on earth in that manner. That's when it's God chosen and blessed and ordained and favored. People think that other people owe them. Well, if you do or did what you have done out of love and goodness of your heart, you would not be looking for anything back. No one, you would not feel like anyone owes you anything. And if that time come where that association needs to end, you would be at peace to let it go. Because while in that flow, you learn that the lesson was learn to love. First and foremost, learn to love yourself. And in so being, you will bid it adieu with no problem. Because you know that it's simply not meant to last. And you respect the order of things. Outside of that is betrayal. You're betraying yourself. First, by staying in any situation, circumstance, or association that is not beneficial to you on any level, emotional, financial. It is unfavorable. So you are betraying yourself first, that which leads to you betraying others that are involved. You are not the creator. You are a creation. Everybody has a will, self-will, and desires that some may not meet the qualifications for the other. And that's okay. Because there's somebody out here that you will meet the qualifications for, or vice versa. Just because you wanted to have it for you and only you, don't mean it was meant to be yours. So in that case, don't want it. Let it go. Because your reasons for wanting it probably stem from all types of vanity and superficial thoughts, ego and arrogance, a rebel without a cause. You don't want to lose to the next chick or female or male. So you go above and beyond to fight. We're taught to fight for what you want. Fight for that woman. Fight for that man. No. Let that man go. Let that woman be. Do yourself a favor. Respect the order of things, the order of emotions. Respect what was written in the stars for the both of you. Respect the fact that God said no, energy said no, and the person said no. Do yourself a favor and let it go. Because running after, fighting for, demanding things from people, emotions from people that are just not open to receive or give it back, never ends well. Because if God got to come down and force the letting go, that's what's going to happen. It will be forced. You will be forced to let it go. You don't want God to have to force you to do anything. Never at no time. This goes back to the spirit of obedience. Be obedient to yourself and your feelings, your true feelings. You got to go within and look at yourself. What are you doing and why? Is this really what you want? Do you like the way you are being treated? Do you like the way you feel? Do you like having to get up every day and fight for what you think is love? Love don't move like that. It don't flow like that. It's okay to, what you would call losing, let go. Because inadvertently, you're not losing. You're actually winning. The very moment you decided to let go completely, you won. You won because now you are able to focus on yourself, do better for yourself, open up your energy for new good energy, because now you know what you want and now you can allow that to flow in. And you will never know how that feels unless you try it. You will never be able to see the blessings of God unless you are able to be obedient, move out the way, and let it flow. Because you think that what you got is so good, and God might be actually trying to bring you something even greater. But how will you know if you're staying stuck? How will you know if you're somewhere where you are in a prison of your own thoughts, minds, and feelings, and you're projecting it onto others? And people do this for years and years and years, and even die this way, never having ever gotten the opportunity to meet their own, what God had for them, to experience their own greatness, their own goodness. To God be the glory. That's a wonderful, wonderful energy to know, to get to feel, to get to be around. That's a wonderful energy. Moving forward, I am the soul therapist, and you have entered Soul Magic, and I just had to share that with you. Don't allow, through your disobedience, to remain somewhere where it was not established for you to stay there forever. Create a little monster in you that you can't even contain or control, because you've allowed this little monster to take over your whole self. And now your actions and your thoughts and your being is just bitter. And jealousy has born, and envy has born, and all kind of other hateful energies are born within you through that little monster you've allowed to be created within you, because you are a spiritually born brat that wants everything your way. And you're acting as if you want the cookie out the cookie jar, and your parents said, no, you can't have it. Not this one, not right now. So instead of you just leaving it where it's at and respecting authorities, those authoritative feelings, those spiritually authoritative feelings of knowing that I better not touch this cookie jar, and respect it, and go sit your tail down somewhere. You get mad, you get bratty, you get angry, you start pitching a fit, doing silly things. Can't even control yourself. Temper tantrums out the yin yang. And some go so far so as to go to the dark magic work, throwing temper tantrums, because that a little monster that they allowed to be created within them over something that didn't even belong to them to begin with. It's not okay. Know yourself. Adhere to the spirit of obedience. And be thankful that you did. It's a beautiful world out there in the spirit of obedience and letting go. In due time, with love, with all due respect for the decisions that are being made and had been made by whomever, whatever the case, your case may be. Never hold on to something that's not right, because holding on 1 minute too long, you go wrong. Have a blessed and wonderful day or night or evening.